Demon Slayer The Hinokami Chronicles 2 continues on from the success of the past Hinokami Chronicles game by producing the style and the emotional baggage that the fans of the anime series would love. And if you haven't watched it yet, you should go and watch it. It's really good. Just go and watch it now. Actually, no, not right now. Watch this video and then go and watch it. And honestly, I recommend it. It's so good. Developed by Connect 2 and published by Aniplex and Sega, the sequel introduces expanded content, refined combat mechanics, and a more flavorful story mode which includes the District arc, Swordsmith Village arc, and the Hashira Training arc, making it a great installment to the Demon Slayer game series. Hello everyone, it's your boy Wes from Wes Games, and today we're going to be reviewing Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba The Hinokami Chronicles 2. Starting off the game, I really liked the game controls. I thought it was very easy to pick up. I started off with a tutorial, so I was being shown this whole thing. It was easy to pick up, it was a lot of fun to play. But also I had my partner playing this as well, and she actually started off from where I ended. So she didn't have the tutorial, she just cracked onto the game, and actually she managed to pick it up very easily. So I think that's a bonus in those kind of senses, because sometimes you can get very difficult experience in terms of stuff like, you know, Mortal Kombat, you've got to try and learn the fighting moves to best your opponent. This is just a very simple and fun hack and slash. The design of this game is smooth and well animated. I love walking around the area as Tanjiro as I was exploring the different areas. It was nice to see his animation walking around, seeing how clear he was, very nice coloured, very greatly animated as well. It was just lovely to watch, and it was lovely to just play around, had fun with, and it was just, yeah, good to explore around the different areas, the District area and the Swordsmith area to be precise, but they were really great. And going over to the terms of the characters as well, I loved the different play styles of each character. So with Tanjiro, you had the sense of smell, which helped you locate your demons, but also helped you locate in terms of like investigation wise as well. So when you was investigating people, you could use the sense of smell to detect if ever someone was worried, someone was angry, or any other types of emotions. And it helped with certain missions, especially with some side quests where they said that you had to look for someone who was worried. So you'd be looking around smelling these people when you're having a conversation with them, and if they came out blue, they were worried. Or if in the Swordsmith village you was looking for a guy who was angry, around the same age as the guy you were speaking with for a side quest, so you'd go and use your senses and you'd find a red aura around them that you can smell. With Zenitsu, you had the situation with the hearing, so you heard a girl crying in the District area, so you would go and find out where it was, so you'd lose the sense of hearing to find it in a different room and locate it straight away. But you'd also, you know, hear other people's conversations, which was quite funny. And with Inosuke, you had the situation of his senses as well, so he could see certain things moving around, and he would go to run to a room, and if you see it, he would obviously then headbutt the ceiling. And it was very fun to have that kind of gameplay style, like very slightly different but also quite samey in those different play styles. And with that, in terms of like I was saying about Zenitsu, there was some quite funny times in that as well. So when you had the hearing, you was hearing people's conversations like I was saying before. So with that, you would hear people talking about Zenitsu and saying how ugly he was or anything like that, or he would get given praises, but then yet again he'll be getting called ugly. But with that, I'd say the soundtrack also brought a bit of epicness to the terms of the battles. Like, it made me feel like I was going to take on this demon head on, and I was willing to win because the music was pumping me up with the scores. So I really enjoyed the soundtracks of how each mission kind of went and how it would take you. The other thing was the verses was really fun. Me and my partner was playing as different characters, so at one point she was playing as Beast Nezuko and I was playing as Daki, because we both liked those characters for how they were. They looked very cool, not for any other reasons. Don't even dare look into that. I can feel you judging me. That's right, you sitting there watching me right now. I see you judging me. No, I enjoy playing the person. It's not anything else. How dare you? But yeah, as I say, we was having a lot of fight. It was good to have that chemistry of trying to figure out how we're going to take each other down. So would we block one another? Would I wait for her to try and attack and dodge it at the right moment and hit her a few times? Do I constantly keep button smashing to break her defenses to then get my chance to attack her? Or use the ultimate arts at the right moment to take out each other in a stylish kind of way? And that brings me over to the ultimate art animation as well. So with that, I think that was very fun and creative. There was a part when we was fighting, she was playing as Academy Rengoku and I was playing as one of the demons from the first series, and as I was just on my last little bit of life on the last round, she literally finished the game by using the ultimate art where he gets out a chalkboard, writes on the chalkboard doing different equations saying how great learning is, and I'm just sitting here playing with my webs, and she just finished me off by like doing the equation, and the equation just completely obliterated me. So it was like, it was crazy. I really enjoyed like the different animations, and we had a laugh with how some of them went. Maybe want to try more characters and see how their fighting styles or ultimate art styles would actually look. So it's definitely like an interesting play, and I had lots of fun, especially with this type of kind of fighting style where it's a hack and slash and then you have the opportunity to do that. But some of the problems that I feel like kind of occurred, that things that can be changed in certain aspects of things I'm going to talk about here, was the repetitive quotes. So in the terms of going through the story, when I was going from one main mission to another main mission, I was obviously investigating the whole area, so I was checking for like little pickup bits, but while going through I was having a constant quote going on every 5 minutes. So Tanjiro would say the same line every 5 minutes, which then kind of ruined the kind of aspect of having a bit of fun and traveling around and looking around, because I felt like I was being pushed to the main objective, even though I was trying to, you know, enjoy doing some of these missions or picking up little bits and pieces. It just kind of threw a little bit of a hindrance into the things I wanted to do in the game. And then coming back to battles, one of the things that I think my partner kind of agreed with me is that it would help to have a focus marker on the enemies. So when fighting them, so in a sense, going through the Swordsmith village arc, there was the fight battle between Tanjiro Komodo and the doll, and the doll could lock onto you, so it would sprint to you, know exactly where you was going, it would follow and sprint, and it would hit you with a 22 hit combo. But with us, because you couldn't have a hit focus, if we was going to use anything like our, you know, basic light attacks, any ultimate art styles, we have to make sure that we are accurate with that thing, because if you miss it, that is it. That is an opportunity you've missed. You're then having to wait around trying to see if you can get any more open points to hit them and build up that kind of ultimate art style. Kind of brought a bit of a disadvantage, a bit of unbalance into the game, especially as well in the sense that when you would attack at the same time as the enemy would attack, the enemy's attack would somehow break yours. So instead of it being just a kind of a parry effect where two attacks are attacking each other, it should have cancelled out either one. It seemed like the enemy's attack was a lot more stronger than yours, so you seemed to be taking out a heavy hit for that, and it just seemed a bit unfair in those kind of circumstances. Same with blocking. Sometimes feel like couldn't really block a certain attack, which caused like a little bit of an issue, but it could be things that are eventually going to be fixed, or could just be maybe like we just need a bit more practice, who knows. But that is, in that kind of sense, I just think that was some things that could have been improved in the terms of the fighting style there. But on the story as well, it did feel a bit slow. It could have had a few more side quests, and some of these side quests could have been a little bit longer. So to bring more fun into it, into the exploration and stuff, if we had side quests that were a little bit longer, you could kind of, you know, go this place and do this, and had like a little checklist of things that you could do and have fun doing that, would be a good thing to do. To just, so it's not just from one main mission to another main mission and feeling like that's the main thing you really should be doing. You shouldn't be doing anything else, but like making those side quests just a little bit longer and just a few more of them would be quite helpful, I'd say, to just add a bit more like interest while going through to the main quest itself. All that being said, the game brings a fun and enjoyable playthrough for the anime game series and showcases the fun parts of the show, which I would give this game 7.5 Big Boss and Nosuke's out of 10. And that is the review. I would like to give a massive shout out to Japan Nakama and SEGA for giving me this opportunity. It was a massive honour to let me play this game 2 weeks before its release date, and I hope that we can do this again. And please go and check out Japan Nakama for all things Japanese culture, travel and lifestyle. Link is in the description. And also go and pre-order Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the Hinokami Chronicles 2 on PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox Series S and X, 1, PC and Nintendo Switch on the 5th of August 2025. And I will see you guys, and that's right, especially you right there, the one who judged me for picking Daki. I'll see you on the versus mode, and don't think you won't see me, because I'll go and find you. I'll get you for judging me, and I'll see you on the versus mode.